What's going on, Torontonian, Raptonian, Fansonians? We've got our tank in full effect. Toronto Raptors, we lose to the Indiana Pacers 111 to 91. It was a brutal, brutal game. We had some chances of winning here and there. I mean, we were in it, we got it to seven, but then they just went on a run. Tyrese Haliburton completely eviscerated us. This guy had 33 points. Hold on, let me where to go. Yeah, 33. He was 12 of 15 from the floor. He was 7 of 9 from three-point range. Freaking Miles Turner was 5 of 5 from three-point range, and it was just not good. Overall, they were 41.7% as a team from three, and the Toronto Raptors were a brutal 22.2. No Scotty Barnes in this one. I don't know if he was hurt or if he's just resting. Doesn't say, it just says didn't play. Coach decision, but he was sitting there in street clothes, so it was obviously decided before the game. Jakob did come back, which dag nabbit. They weren't sure, and I had him sitting in my IL slot on my fantasy basketball team. Damn it. So now those were wasted points. Um, he had a decent game, 24 minutes, didn't play sort of his full regular minutes, and only had 10 points. But the whole entire Raptor team were minuses out there. Our entire starting lineup. Our top scorer was who? Quickly, which again, good to see him, but only one of three from three. But I think Quickly's like an emotional kind of guy. So, you know what I mean? He needs the Raptors sort of to be doing okay for him to be thriving. And we just came right out of the game, or I mean, right out of the box, not winning this one in the second quarter. They really took a lead. It was the first quarter was okay, 26-24, but you know, at halftime, they had expanded that lead to 10. Um, and then they really just stepped on our throats in the third quarter, outscoring us 30-23, which brutal. Yeah, like I said, there was a shot. We were within seven at one point, but then we just fell apart and it was over. I had a fantasy of talking about some Kevin Durant trade options here, going for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was just in Toronto playing on Sunday when they lost to us, and he was interviewed and he was saying a whole bunch of positive things about Toronto. Loves the fans, thinks they're really knowledgeable in basketball, likes playing here. Said our team gave a good effort. And I know for a fact that he was a Toronto Raptor fan as a kid. So I really tried to work in the trade machine that ESPN has and see if I could get something happening, but sadly not to be able to be a contender. I mean, we would have to not give up any of our current guys to add a guy like that. I know he's 26, but this guy's averaging 27 points per game. He's the sixth leading scorer in the league. He's still getting, uh, what the heck was it? I legitimately looked it up here. Yeah, 6 rebounds a game, 4.3 assists a game on 53% shooting from the floor. So I had a crazy lineup potentially of Kevin Durant, Jakob Poeltl, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and Emmanuel Quickly as our starting lineup. I mean, ridiculous, right? Correct? Especially, you know, obviously there's only one ball. I get it. You can't just add their scoring averages to this, but yeah, if we could have, you know, an Ingram averaging around 23 to 25, I think he's up around 27 usually. But KD's going to take some of the shots, obviously. KD in there around 25, 27. And then you got Barnes. Barnes would only have to he could be way more of a facilitator and average, you know, 20 would be great. And then quickly, 20 would be great because we could get Jakob Poeltl. He'd just clean up everybody's misses and easily get 15 to 18 to 20 on a good night. I mean, oh my gosh, we'd barely need a bench. But then I got Dick, Ched, RJ, Boucher, and Mogbo coming off the bench because I was going to try and trade. Like, I know we got to give up something, obviously, to get something. So I was thinking picks and then maybe like Jacoby Walter, whose defense was looking solid today. And he's clearly creative and can score. A 3-and-D guy like Agbaji, and maybe we got to give up. I don't know who else. Anyway, it would work. The finances don't work. He's got $51 million a year salary, so it gets stupid anyway. So, sorry, my fantasy. I was hoping to come on here with some phenomenal way that you could figure out to make it work, but the way the NBA league rules are, can't happen. So, yeah, Raptors lose. Raptors lose. The Raptors lose. I'm just pulling up quickly our next game. We got the Bulls on. Oh my God, I'm so blind. I'm gonna just start wearing eyeglasses for these. Today's the 20th, so that's Friday. We got the Bulls Friday. Um, then we've got who I looked it up also, but let me just quickly here see. Oh yeah, right, Orlando on Sunday. Oh God. I hope we can beat the Bulls, but probably not because they seem to have our number. Their guy White goes crazy against us, although this is the first time we're seeing them without Zach LaVine and no DeMar DeRozan either. But even Vucevic, he kills us. I don't know why. It's like I think he's like just slightly more active. And Jakob Poeltl, as much as I love that guy as a rim protector, he's not the best getting out on centers. That's why Turner tonight, 5 for 5 from three. He's just not the most mobile guy to, be charging out, contesting 3-point shots from big guys. And so anyway, I'm doing pretty well this week actually on my Raptors Black and White podcast. You could see that I predicted a win against Phoenix on Sunday, and then both of these losses that we've just had back to back. I did also say we will probably lose to Chicago on Friday, and I didn't make a prediction about Orlando because I will be doing another Black Raptors and Black and White every Sunday morning. We do them, so that will be out again, and I'll give my prediction for the week there too. But maybe I gotta start gambling. Maybe I gotta start betting on these games if I'm able to get them. Although I didn't look at any spreads or anything like that, so. I think Raptors lose against Chicago and the tank continues. And then Orlando, it really depends if Banchero is playing or not. But I could see two back-to-back losses there because, again, Orlando's another team that seems to have our number. I don't know. Jalen Suggs has such a chip on his shoulder that we didn't draft him that he comes out and starts playing well. Last game, I think when we beat Orlando, Suggs wasn't even in the lineup, but neither was Banchero. So, um, yeah, probably two losses there. But then our winning streak against the worst teams, because we have the easiest sort of schedule for the rest of the season. We're going to be pulling off some wins next week. We got Utah, Washington, Philadelphia, Utah. Man, we could have like a 5-game winning streak there. And then Portland and then Phoenix again, which we've already proven we can beat them too. Oh my God, we might go on a 7-game winning streak and end up in like eighth last and out of the lottery. Oh my God, I'm shutting this down. Tankathon, continue. Let's get a player. Let's get a pick. Let's get somebody in here, even if it's not Cooper Flag. But I really think that in the number 5 slot, 5 worst slot, we got a pretty solid chance, and we're in the double-digit chances. So crazier things have happened, and we're due, man. We haven't had our first overall pick since Andrea Bargnani, and we all know how that turned out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, watch this other video from the Raptors and Black and White channel, although who knows, it'll probably be over here. It seems like they flipped me around, so actually I think it will be over here. And share with a friend, and we all know who we need to see as president, Mr. Beast, because he will remove the tariffs and he will allow us to not be the 51st state anymore. He will give us our sovereignty back again, and won't be making up things in the White House Oval Office with Macron having to correct him. But anyway, sorry, I'm going to do a political channel, but that's not here. So thanks for watching. Check you later.